Hey everyone, Mark Hespman here. It's been a while since we've done one of these Wednesday update videos. And as you probably tell, the background's different. That's probably why, the main reason why I haven't done these Wednesday update videos in a while. The life's been a little different, changing, but here we are. And I want to jump into this, especially with this breaking news. JJ McCarthy, Vikings rookie quarterback out of Michigan, first round pick, out for the season, torn meniscus. I'm going to make the case here in the next couple of minutes why this is actually a good thing for Vikings fans. It's a spin zone. It's a good thing for the Vikings team for just this year, if you can make the case. So let me try to make that case if you're a Vikings fan out there and you're miserable right now. The goal with JJ McCarthy was always for him to not start the season, right? To sit behind Sam Darnold, give him some time, learn, grow. JJ McCarthy is a great prospect, but he's a little bit of a project as well, in the sense that coming out of the Michigan Harbaugh pro style is going to be really different from what Kevin O'Connell and the Vikings want to run, wide receivers, Hawkinson, big weapons, and moving the ball, throwing it. Remember, Kirk Cousins threw the ball more almost than any quarterback in the NFL with Kevin O'Connell. They love to throw the football in Minnesota, and it's a lot different from what JJ was doing in college. Well, obviously, there's no way to spin zone the injury, right? The injury sucks. It sucks for JJ. It sucks for the Vikings fans. It sucks for the Vikings organization. Now you got to kind of worry, is JJ going to be an injury-prone guy? Is this the beginning of an injury-plagued career? Let's put all that aside and just say, hey, JJ's not playing this year. That is actually, in my opinion, how you can spin this as a good thing for the Vikings, right? So he gets to focus on the mental aspect of the game. He gets to grow and develop without any pressure of having to play at all in his rookie years. JJ McCarthy will not have any pressure to play this year at all whatsoever. That can be spun as a good thing for JJ McCarthy. But for the Vikings players and team, Sam Darnold starting and just getting the green light to be the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings this year, I think is actually a really good thing that is coming from this JJ McCarthy injury. Because we all knew Sam Darnold was going to be the starter, right? But we all also in the back of our head say, hey, week 3, maybe the Vikings are 1-1 and Sam Darnold throws 2 ugly picks in the first half, or has a really bad fumble, strip sack fumble, and he's struggling with the Vikings offense. You would hear those calls in Minnesota on Minnesota Sports Talk Radio, like, put JJ in, what are we doing with Sam Darnold? And then it gets ugly, and then it forces McCarthy in way too early before he's maybe mentally ready to go with Kevin O'Connell in that system. And things can get ugly and the season can unravel from there. JJ McCarthy being out of the picture prevents all of this from happening. Vikings fans just get to go in this year going, all right, we're going with Darnold. We're going to wing it, and he's going to do the best he can. And we're trying to win as many games with Sam Darnold as humanly possible. And for Sam Darnold, it takes that pressure off of, he won't have to drive into the facility on Monday morning and turn off Vikings radio network in Minnesota, you turn off the fan or whatever, and having to listen to like, this dude, put JJ in, what are we doing, JJ. It allows him to just play pressure-free football and not have to worry that one mistake could end his season, which I think in the long run will lead to this Vikings team maybe having more wins than they would have if JJ McCarthy was healthy, and there would have been the pressure to start JJ by October, because the Vikings aren't exactly where they want to be early in the season. This Vikings schedule is tough. The NFC North is tough. I certainly, before the JJ McCarthy injury, was trending towards putting the Vikings 4th in the division. I think that's even a little bit more cemented now. I think, though, they have a chance to be the best 4th place team in the division. And if you're the Minnesota Vikings right now, you want to build off of this to be a building year, right? You want this to be a year of growth. You could make the argument right now, just tank the season and just go get the first overall pick and load up with talent. I don't think that's the right thing for the Vikings to do. I think the right thing for them to do is to go all in on Sam Darnold. Kevin O'Connell and him just have a meeting today and say, hey, let's just do this. Let's throw caution to win. Let's have a great season. You have an incredible group of weapons. Jefferson, Addison, and Hawkinson, Jones in the backfield. You have an improving offensive line. we have no pressure on us. No one's expecting anything from us. You have the Lions who are in the NFC Championship game. You have the Packers who are a play away from being in the NFC Championship game and beating the Niners. You have the Bears who everyone's really high on right now as a sneaky team. Nick Wright's picking them to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. So you have no one is expecting anything from the Vikings. Run with that. Run with Sam Darnold and take that pressure off. That's my best spin zone for you, Vikings fans. That's all I got right now. And I know you see all the Bears stuff behind me. I'm a diehard Bears fan. But I'm not rooting for JJ McCarthy injuries. I certainly think the best way you can spin zone this for my guys like Austin out there who's a diehard Vikings fan is, hey, pressure's off. Pressure's off JJ. Pressure's off Sam. And now it is a throw caution to the wind and see what happens. And sometimes, like we saw with Baker Mayfield and the Bucs last year, zero pressure, kind of a throw caution to the wind type of year. They really surprised the heck out of us. They won that division. I don't expect the Vikings to win the division. But would it shock you if the Vikings win more games maybe now than they would have if they had a healthy JJ McCarthy? It wouldn't shock me because most likely, if JJ McCarthy, this injury never happened, by week 7 or 8, they would force him in. And then the rest of the year would be kind of like what we saw from the Titans last year, where it's like up and down, really not ready, some flash, a lot of learning, and losing a lot of games. With Sam Darnold, you expect them to just kind of throw caution to the wind and go for it. That's the best spin zone I got for you. Wishing JJ, an Illinois guy, a Chicagoland suburb kid, a speedy recovery. Sucks for him, sucks for Vikings fans. But that would be the silver lining I give you today, Vikings fans. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm nuts. Let me know if you agree with me that is the silver lining. I truly think now the Vikings are legitimately the best fourth place team in a division in the NFL. And in a division like the NFC South and some weaker divisions, they could, I think, actually compete for the division title, just not in the NFC North. Follow me on all social media, YouTube, obviously here, like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. Twitter, /X, Instagram, and on Facebook, all at Mark Hespen, MarkHespen. We'll see you next Wednesday.